Was Raphinha really a €60 million flop, or was Barcelona just using him the wrong way? For 2 years, he was doubted, sidelined, and almost sold. Now, under Hansi Flick, he's scoring hat-tricks against Bayern, dismantling Real Madrid, and leading Barcelona's attack like never before. So, how did he go from an overpriced backup to one of the most unstoppable players in Europe? Well, stick around because this transformation is something you need to see. You see, Raphinha didn't just fight for a football career, he fought for survival. Growing up in Porto Alegre, Brazil, life wasn't easy. He played on rough clay fields with dust filling the air and barely enough food at home. Academies turned him away, saying he was too small and not strong enough. Friends around him were giving up on football, some even turning to crime to support their families. At 18, he had no professional contract, no academy backing, just raw talent and a dream that felt further away every day. Then came the moment that almost ended it all. After struggling to break into Avai's under-20 squad, he got injured. When he recovered, the coach would even let him train with the team. He called his mum, ready to quit and come home. But instead of comforting him, she gave him a choice: come home and get a regular job, or stay and fight for football. That call changed everything. From that day, he trained harder than ever, even when no scouts were watching. His breakthrough came in the Copa São Paulo de Football Junior, when he finally caught the attention of one man, Deco, the former Barcelona and Chelsea star. Deco saw something special, something everyone else missed. He took a chance on Raphinha and got him a move to Portugal with Victoria Guimarães. That's where everything changed. But success didn't come overnight. He had to prove himself all over again. At Victoria, he started with the B team, working his way up through sheer determination. In his first full season with the senior squad, he scored 18 goals, won Victoria's Breakthrough Player of the Year, and even played in the Europa League. Then, in 2018, Sporting CP came calling. At Sporting, he stepped onto a bigger stage, playing alongside future stars and competing in European competitions. But it wasn't all smooth sailing. A muscle injury slowed him down, and he struggled with consistency. Despite this, he played a key role in Sporting's domestic success, helping them win the Taça da Liga and Taça de Portugal in 2019. That same year, French club Rennes saw his potential and made their record signing for €21 million. In France, he proved he could handle top-tier football. He was instrumental in Rennes finishing third in Ligue 1, securing the club's first ever Champions League qualification. Then came the big leap, Leeds United. Signed for £17 million in 2020, Raphinha became an instant fan favourite in the Premier League. His flair, work rate and clutch performances helped Leeds stay in the top flight. He ended his second season with 11 goals, including a cold-blooded penalty on the final day to secure Leeds' survival. By 2022, bigger clubs were circling. Chelsea, Arsenal and Tottenham were all pushing for his signature. But Raphinha had only one dream: Barcelona. Even with Barca's financial struggles, he waited. In the end, his patience paid off. Barcelona made the deal happen for €60 million, and Raphinha finally got to wear La Blaugrana. Now, when Barcelona spent that much on Raphinha in 2022, expectations were high. He was supposed to be a key part of the club's rebuild. Instead, he struggled to fit in. Xavi had a clear vision for his wingers: stay wide, take on defenders and stretch the field. That didn't suit Raphinha. He wasn't the type of player to dance past defenders with fancy footwork. His game was about movement, energy and decision making, not flashy dribbles. Things got worse when Ousmane Dembele was fit. Xavi preferred him on the right wing, leaving Raphinha either on the bench or out of position on the left. Every time he started, he knew he wouldn't finish the game. Most matches ended with him getting subbed off around the 60th minute, whether he played well or not. It affected his confidence. Even when he did contribute, like his goal against Manchester United in the Europa League, he still wasn't trusted to be a regular starter. Meanwhile, Barcelona fans were losing patience. They expected a star signing, not a rotational player. At one point, the club even considered selling him. It felt like history was repeating itself. Another coach, another system that didn't suit him, and another fight to prove himself. But when Hansi Flick arrived at Barcelona, things changed fast. Well, Hansi Flick looked at Raphinha and saw a player who had been used the wrong way. Instead of keeping him stuck on the wing, he gave him freedom, allowing him to move inside, switch positions, and focus on making things happen in the final third. This small tactical shift made a huge difference. Instead of forcing the one-on-one dribbles, Raphinha started attacking space, linking up with teammates and arriving in the right place at the right time. His pressing intensity, which had always been one of his biggest strengths, became a key part of Barcelona's system. Now, instead of being the player who got subbed off early, he was finishing games and leading the attack. And well, the result came fast. In El Clasico, he played like a leader, scoring, assisting, and constantly pulling Real Madrid's defense out of position. His movement off the ball created space for his teammates, and his pressing forced mistakes. Against Bayern Munich, he delivered a perfect hat-trick. Speed, finishing, and intelligence, it was all on display. He outran defenders, found the right spaces, and took his chances with confidence. This wasn't just another group stage match. This was against a team that had dominated Barcelona in recent years, and Raphinha made them suffer. Then came Villarreal, a match where Barcelona looked shaky. 2 offside goals had already tested them, and the pressure was building. That's when Raphinha stepped up, blasting a goal from the edge of the box to settle the nerves. It was a captain's moment, showing how much his role in the team had changed. Game after game, he's proving that he's not just in form, he's becoming the player Barcelona turns to when they need a breakthrough. But before Flick took over, his take-on success rate was average, sitting in the 50th percentile. Now, that stat barely matters because his focus has shifted. His touches inside the penalty area have skyrocketed, putting him in the 82nd percentile among attacking players. His pressing has been relentless, and his influence on both ends of the pitch has turned him into one of Barcelona's most complete players. The results are clear. 23 goals and 13 assists already this season in all competitions. He's creating more key passes, finishing at a higher rate, and playing with a confidence that makes him one of the most dangerous players in Europe. Under Flick, Raphinha isn't just contributing, he's leading the attack. So why is he currently indispensable at Barcelona? Well, when you analyse his playing style, you'll realise his partnership with Lewandowski and Lamine Yamal has given Barcelona an attack that's unpredictable and dangerous. While Yamal stretches defences with his dribbling and Lewandowski provides the finishing touch, Raphinha is the one linking everything together. His movement creates space, his pressing forces turnovers, and his ability to play across multiple positions makes him impossible to mark. Without him, Barcelona's attack loses energy. The high press isn't as effective, the passing combinations aren't as sharp, and the direct threat in front of goal is weaker. He's gone from being a player who rotated in and out of the squad to someone Flick trusts to lead the team. Even his role as vice-captain shows how much his presence matters in the dressing room. He's the one guiding Lamine Yamal and Vitor Roque, helping them adjust to the pressure of playing at Barcelona. He knows what it's like to fight for a place, to be doubted, and to prove people wrong. When these young players face struggles, they don't have to look far for inspiration. On the pitch, his leadership is even clearer, whether it's pressing relentlessly, motivating teammates, or taking responsibility in crucial moments. He's gone from being questioned to being one of Flick's most trusted players. This isn't the same Raphinha that struggled under Xavi. This is a player who's taken control of his destiny and turned himself into one of Barcelona's most vital assets. But is he on the same level as Neymar? Whenever a Brazilian attacker shines, the Neymar comparisons start rolling in. Raphinha is no exception. With his explosive form at Barcelona, many have started drawing links between the two. Both are skillful, creative, and capable of taking over a game. But does that mean Raphinha is following Neymar's path? The truth is, they're very different players. Neymar thrives on flair, dribbling, and individual brilliance. His game is built around taking defenders on, creating magic with the ball at his feet, and being the centre of attention in every attacking move. Raphinha, on the other hand, is all about movement, pressing, and decision making. He isn't the player who dances past 3 defenders, but he knows exactly where to be, when to pass, and how to finish chances. Their roles at Barcelona also tell 2 different stories. Neymar was part of a legendary front 3 with Messi and Suarez, where he had the freedom to express himself. Raphinha, under Flick, is more of a system player, pressing high, switching positions, and making sure Barcelona's attack functions at full speed. He's less of an individual star and more of a complete team player. So, is Raphinha the next Neymar? No, because their styles don't match. But is he building his legacy at Barcelona? Absolutely. If anything, he's proving that you don't need to play like Neymar to be one of the best. And if he continues like that, his name might be in the Ballon d'Or conversation. His numbers this season are on par with the best, and he's doing it in the biggest matches. He's stepping up when Barcelona needs him most. Ballon d'Or voters look for players who dominate on the biggest stage, and Raphinha is checking every box. But the competition is tough, with names like Mbappe and Haaland leading the race. But football rewards game changers, and Raphinha is proving to be exactly that. If he keeps this level up and Barcelona lifts major trophies, the conversation won't be if he's in the running. It'll be if he can win it. So if Raphinha keeps this up, are we witnessing the rise of Barcelona's next true legend? Or is this just a season of brilliance before the spotlight shifts again? Well, let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. And in the meantime, you can like the video, subscribe and turn on the notification bell for more amazing videos like this one.